Please stand for the Grand Promenade of the Clear Horizons Early College High School class of 2016.
Please remain standing for the presentation of colors and the national anthem. Male graduates and male guests, please remove your mortarboards and hats.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
You may be seated. We want to thank the Clear Springs High School Junior Army ROTC for joining us today for the presentation of colors. They are under the direction of Lieutenant Colonel Leonard Cianciotto. We would also like to thank Brittany Higgins for her wonderful rendition of the national anthem. Graduates. Graduates, if you have committed to serve in any branch of the military, please stand and be recognized. Also, at this time, we would like to ask that all men and women who are currently serving or have served in any branch of the military, please stand so that we may honor your service to our country. Thank you all for your service. You may be seated.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the third consecutive year, the Clear Horizons Student Council has been named a National Gold Council of Excellence. This amazing feat could not have occurred without the leadership and participation of our seniors year in and year out. It is my pleasure to introduce to you the Executive President of our award-winning Student Council, Ms. Manya Nazemi.
Dr. Lemley, members of the school board, teachers, family, friends, and fellow graduates, it is an honor to speak to you all today. I am Manya Nazemi, Executive President of the Clear Horizons Student Council, and I would like to recognize the senior leadership team assisting with today's ceremony. Executive Vice President Trevor Ruffiner, Executive Secretary Rakaya Sheikh, Senior Class President Jocelyn Davila, Senior Class Vice President Saul Ochoa, and Senior Class Secretary Rihanna Nowden. A little over 12 years ago today, we students were all about 5 years old, making our way into our first days of elementary school, equipped with our cartoon-themed lunch boxes, and our parents clicking away on their cameras, trying not to miss one moment. Here we are today in a situation much similar to that day, and while we all don't currently have our High School Musical matching lunchbox and backpack sets, our parents are still clicking away on their cameras making blurry pictures and again, trying not to miss one moment. As our time in high school comes to an end, graduation reminds us of our commitment put forth throughout the past 4 years. However, we must also remember that this rewarding moment is one of the first to come, and that the greatest way to foresee the future is to invent it. As William Shakespeare once said, "It is not in the stars to hold our destiny, but in ourselves." And as our time in high school comes to a close, we must relish in the friendships we made, reminisce in the memories we crafted, and especially build upon what we learned. Life is full and overflowing with the new, and to fully strive for success, we must leave some of the unhelpful stuff behind. As for me, I think I'm going to start with that lunchbox set. Congratulations, class of 2016. Work hard and embrace change.
I am honored to introduce our platform guests. Please hold your applause while they are all introduced. Platform guests, please stand briefly as I call your name. From Clear Creek Independent School District Board of Trustees, Board President, Dr. Laura DuPont. Vice President, Ms. Paige Rander. Secretary, Mr. Charles Pond. Trustee, Mr. Ken Ballaker. Trustee, Mr. J. Cunningham. Trustee, Ms. Ann Hammond. And Trustee, Ms. Wynne Weber. From the Clear Creek Independent School District Education Service Center, Superintendent Dr. Greg Smith. Deputy Superintendent Dr. Stephen Ebel. Assistant Superintendent of Secondary Schools, Mr. Scott Bockert. From the San Jacinto Community College Leadership Team, Assistant Vice Chancellor for Student Successes, Dr. Pamela Campbell. And Director for Dual Enrollment Services, Ms. Kristen Ross.
Good afternoon. I am Brett Lemley, and I'm proud to say that I'm the principal of Clear Horizons Early College High School. Oh, thank you. Clear Horizons Early College High School, which, according to the school report card section of this morning's Houston Chronicle, is one of the top 4 high schools in the greater Houston area. Congratulations. Yeah, that's pretty impressive. It is my honor to introduce to you the class of 2016. Members of the class of 2016, please stand if you have earned more than 60 college credit hours. Congratulations, you may be seated. Please stand if you have worked while attending Clear Horizons. Thank you. You may be seated. Please stand if you are a first-generation college graduate. Thank you. You may be seated. Please stand if you plan to complete a 4-year college degree. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the very talented class of 2016 for Clear Horizons Early College High School. Thank you. You may be seated. On September 27, 2012, I walked into the banquet room and met this class of 2016 for the very first time. I was new to campus, and quickly they introduced me to how we do things a little differently around at Clear Horizons. We learned a great deal from one another over the last 4 years, and you know, as a matter of fact, I think I still have a football in my office from one of those learning experiences. You might be right. Students, 4 years ago, you decided as an 8th grader to take a risk with your education and enter a high school very different from almost any other high schooler in the state. From the first day on campus, you were placed in charge of your education. You had survived 2 sets of teachers, all advanced level classes, and operating at a high school where there were about 10,000 other adults on campus learning right alongside with you. Through commitment to your goals and support for one another, you survived and thrived, completing over 10,000 service hours and more than 5,400 academic college hours together. Very nice. The faculty, staff, and I are so proud of you and inspired by the heights to which you have risen. It's fitting that your class song is "Don't You Forget About Me," because believe me, I won't. You certainly have been a memorable class. Clear Horizons wishes you well, and we hope to see great things from each and every one of you in the future. These past 4 years have been amazing, and I'm truly grateful to have spent them with such a wonderful group of young men and women. It's been my honor to have served as your principal, and I look forward to hearing about all of your great accomplishments in years to come. Thank you. At this time, it is my pleasure to invite Dr. Pamela Campbell of St. Jacinto College, the Associate Vice Chancellor for Student Success, to the podium for the Chancellor's address. Dr. Campbell.
Thank you, Dr. Lindley. I'm not going to do what Mrs. Zimmy did and tell you how many years it's been since I was 5. Nobody really wants to know that that's true. And I do have to say that I was there when Dr. Lindley first met the class of 2012 because I was with Clear Horizons from the beginning. And from the beginning, it has been a partnership between San Jacinto College, Clear Creek Independent School District, and specifically the faculty, staff, and administrators of Clear Horizons Early College High School. I too am proud of the number of college hours you have attained and the direction that you are headed. I want to leave you with about 3 different key concepts that I want you to think about. The first is that of intentionality. Leave nothing to chance. Take responsibility for your actions. Get a plan. Write the plan down so it's not imaginary. Share it with someone else, and then work that plan. If it's not perfect, go back and fix it, but at least have a plan. Commitment. Commitment to people, to values, to integrity, to excellence. San Jacinto College has a vision, mission, and values statement that we revisit regularly. The key components of those values are integrity, both ethical and professional, which means we act in ways which instill confidence and trust. Excellence in everything we do. We achieve quality results in everything we do, and we encourage others to do the same. Accountability. It's up to us. It's up to you. You need to take responsibility for your commitments and the outcomes of those commitments. Innovation. We want to lead the way, not follow it. We apply our knowledge, skill, insight, and imagination to recognize opportunities, solve problems, and recommend new solutions. Be aware that there are jobs that will exist in the next 3 to 5 years that we don't even know what to call right now. Jobs that you will be prepared to take because you know how to be learners. We have a sense of community as one of our values, caring for those we serve and for ourselves. It's important that you all have created the community that you have become as Clear Horizons Early College High School. a community that appreciates diversity, that recognizes and values individuals and groups, and that has been a non-bullying environment from the very beginning. As a college, we also celebrate diversity and celebrate those differences. We want to look at ideas and we want to look at cultures that are different from those that we grew up with. We do value collaboration and we work together. You all have learned to work together in your high school activities, in your college courses, in study groups, in presentations that you have had to make. And because of that learning of how to be collaborative with each other and with people you'd never met before in your college classes, you start out a step ahead of many. Though it's not our final value, it is the one I want to note last, and that is student success, which is our ultimate measure, and I'm pretty much looking at student success right now. We enable students to achieve their goals. We don't want you to stop with what you've done here. We want you to identify a vision, and that's my third note for you. And part of that vision is that I want you to consider this particular thought. Do you want to be somebody, or do you want to accomplish something? Thank you, and good luck.
Thank you, Dr. Campbell. At this time, I'd like to welcome Dr. Greg Smith, the Superintendent of Clear Creek Independent School District, to the podium for our Superintendent's Address.
Thank you, Dr. Lemley. And thank you, Dr. Campbell. We appreciate your profound remarks and taking time to prepare them for this afternoon. Thank you very much. Well, students, job well done for your class and class of 2016. You've completed a journey that very few teens your age have actually done before, as Dr. Lemley mentioned. I'm thinking about that you really could not imagine when you put your name in the hat to come to Clear Horizons Early College High School in the 8th grade that you had no earthly idea of what opportunities or challenges were ahead of you. Some of you were enamored by the idea of completing 6 years of school in 4 years. Others may have been slightly pushed by your parents to throw your name in the hat. It's all about the community. It takes everybody. But even if you got pushed, to some extent, perhaps maybe that big high school was not for you. And you need something just a little bit smaller and just a better right fit for you. Regardless of what motivated you to come here, you certainly have made it a powerful 4 years. In this short window of time, you've created lifelong friends, life-changing plans for the future, especially for those of you who will be the first in your family to go to college. Have gone to college. And you have created a legacy for generations to follow, and I thank you so very much for that as well. Collectively, the 88 of you completed more than the 10,000 hours that's been mentioned before. Nobody else is doing this, folks. Nobody else is giving back to the community like you're giving back to the community. And we are so very thankful on behalf of the Board of Trustees and I on how important it is to pay that forward and continually give back to your community. But like our youth here, Jonah Smith, touched by mentoring 4th and 5th graders in the area of robotics, our lives, the patients that Sarah Moman worked with during her internship at MD Anderson, you are touching lives, and we appreciate that. This high school may not have the traditional floor plan, a big football team, or tons of teachers, but what it does have is a heart and a soul because of you. You didn't see this place as a spot to clock college hours and get on with your life. You made Clear Horizons Early College High School your home away from home. I can imagine it will be difficult for you to leave, and it is hard for us to see you go. Actually, I'm really impressed that you're even here today, quite frankly, because I was at your other graduation on May 14th in a torrential rainstorm. We're glad to have a little dry weather this afternoon. I appreciate not only you being here today, but for you being on time, because I did note that several of you got there just a little bit late over at NRG Stadium. At this time in your academic career, you have a pretty good idea of how to study, how not to procrastinate and manage time, and still connect with each other. What I hope you also have a true understanding in is what it takes to be balanced so that your candle does not burn out. It is important to recognize that today's experiences are just as valuable as tomorrow's opportunities, and we spend way too much time looking down the road and around the corner and not enough time looking at what is directly in front of us and cherishing the past that you've had together. So pause a moment today. Take a breath. Take this experience and enjoy every second of it. There'll be plenty enough time to plan and prepare and pursue your future endeavors. But regardless of where you are on this road of life that we're all taking, when you do plan, put the pedal to the metal, because I want you to know that you've been given a detailed map and a good sense of direction because of what you have learned and lived in CCISD and Clear Horizons. So get behind the wheel and drive your future. You got this. Thank you.
Our salutatorian has completed 79 college credit hours and an Associate of Science in Mathematics. He will enroll at the University of St. Thomas and major in chemistry. It is my pleasure to welcome to the podium today for the salutatory address, Mr. Joseph Gutheinz.
Hello all. Finally, we are here. We have arrived at the fruitful and academic end of our grade school careers. But this does not fully encompass our achievements. We, as a very small class of 89 highly motivated and hardworking students, have survived through the torrential insanity of what we've come to know as the Clear Horizons Early College High School class of 2016. We have worked, cried, and fought for our place here today. And for that, you all should be very proud. However, among my personal travails, I have learned and thought about what it means not only to be a student of Clear Horizons Early College High School, but also what it means to be a scientist. No matter what field you all may pursue, I have discovered that being a scientist requires one to not only understand their surroundings, but also the motivation for why their surroundings remain the way they are and why that matters. With this said, I have also learned that people are often, but not always, deeper than they appear to be superficially, thus remaining subject to the changes and whims associated with the passage of time. Due to my relative focus upon academics while at Clear Horizons, as opposed to more social pursuits, I suppose, I have been capable of seeing all of you fundamentally change from the fearful 8th graders you once were to the tall standing college graduates you have all proven yourselves to be. This evolution of social behavior is what allowed us to discover our true talents, whether that be chemistry, programming, literature, culinary arts, neuroscience, or sociology. Our talents are what define us, and through the stresses of college life, we have defined ourselves as scholars. Moreover, I would also like to mention those who have helped me succeed at this school, including those who perpetually gave me confidence for the future of science and engineering. Nearly all of these people have participated in groups, such as the VEX EDR Team 3118A and B, in addition to the CCISD First Robotics Team, the Robonauts. If you're a part of these groups, please raise your hand for me. You guys are awesome. These guys and girls are absolutely amazing. These are the best people I've ever met. They're probably the most intelligent people I've ever met, and they're going to change the world. All of you are going to change the world. But they are going to change the infrastructure of our world at its very core. So, there you go. All right. I have great faith in the ability of these people to not only succeed personally, but also to challenge the frontiers of our world tomorrow. From leaving the earthly bounds of gravitation at 11,200 meters per second, to building and coding rovers designed to analyze extraterrestrial samples many millions of miles away. However, I must attribute my ultimate success not to those I've surrounded myself with at Clear Horizons, nor to Clear Horizons itself, actually, but rather I attribute my ultimate success to my parents. Wherever they are, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much. They've been the guiding force in my life since day one at Clear Horizons. From the horde of essays that I asked my mother to revise during my freshman year, yes, Miss Smith's class was rather unpleasant, as you may remember, but yes, yes. And to the frustration associated with my father's teaching of algebraic factoring, they have been there. Their job as my parents is quite simply humbling, and I will forever be indebted to them both literally and figuratively, so thank you. I must also thank my maternal and paternal grandparents to the highest extent, as they have been a highly supportive and helpful source of insight since my humble beginnings at Clear Horizons. With this said, I wish everybody the best of luck in their trek through life and hope that each and every one of you fulfills your definition of future success. God bless and live long and prosper. Thank you.
Our valedictorian has completed 63 college credit hours and an associate degree in general studies. She will enroll at the University of Texas and major in communications. For the class of 2016 valedictory address, it is my honor to introduce to you Miss Ella Robertson.
Greetings, friends, families, and members of the class of 2016. I would like to thank all of you for attending and would also like to take a moment to extend thanks to the staff of Clear Horizons Early College High School, as well as the San Jacinto South faculty, who made our journey to this point go as smoothly as possible. As I took my first steps into Clear Horizons, I never envisioned myself standing here before you today. And I'm sure many of you didn't envision that either. Yet here I am. Life has a way of surprising us all. I suppose that few of us stepped foot inside of Clear Horizons with a distinct idea of who we would become upon our departure. We have spent 4 of our most formative years within those halls, bonding with those who we previously never knew, dealing with our own personal challenges, and developing our character, all while working towards an associate's degree along with our high school degree. It's interesting to think that 1 or 2 diplomas in a short ceremony marks the end of all we have accomplished within our school, which covers more ground than simply academics. Although our studies have occupied a majority of the time within our teenage years, it represents just a fraction of our lives so far, as well as our lives to come. If I was to select one word that sum up my thoughts about the future for us all, it is uncertainty. Uncertainty is a powerful word, as it represents great possibilities as well as a potential for failure. As of now, we are slated to attend college, go into the military, complete missionary work, or otherwise do important things with our lives. Many of us have clear goals to become doctors, lawyers, engineers, or CEOs, and are taking steps to achieve what we desire. Despite this promise we all show, nothing is guaranteed, and personally, that terrifies me. Consider this: when first attending Clear Horizons, what were your expectations for your life? If you reflect on what you thought high school would be like as a freshman, were your predictions correct? Most likely not. You became friends with groups of people you never thought you could have connected with, gotten a job you previously never considered, changed your career goals, or experienced a struggle you never could have preconceived. Despite all that has changed, look at where we are now, sitting at graduation with many of us already possessing associate's degrees. Throughout high school, we have all improved in one way or another, although the path of personal development skews in ways none can predict. Uncertainty is what allows people to grow, although it may offer what seem as setbacks at times. Looking towards the future, many of us have plans for what we would like to do, whether they are vague ideas or detailed outlines. Not all of these end goals will meet fruition, and if they do, the path to get there may be different than previously thought. While we are in college, new jobs will be created, events that change mankind will occur, and even within our personal lives, we will meet people or face challenges that could change us to our cores. As we move forward with our education and careers, I implore everyone to embrace the unpredictability of our lives. As new opportunities arise, consider them and embrace them if they fit into the ultimate vision of yourself. Set goals and fill your life with activities that can advance you from where you are now to your desired destination. Evaluate your actions, be honest, and make improvements. If unforeseen circumstances or a change in self derails plans or shifts your focus, that is okay. It happens to nearly everyone. The beauty of uncertainty is that we have the opportunity to adapt our plans as we grow. Everyone, please take advantage of the unpredictability of our lives. Leverage every opportunity to your benefit and do not let yourself become complacent. We have proven to be successful thus far in our lives, but that does not guarantee anything about our future performance. As sleep-deprived as we may already feel, the journey has truly only just begun. Surely the playwright Tennessee Williams put it best when he said, "The future is called perhaps," which is the only possible thing to call the future. And the important thing is not to allow that to scare you. Wherever our endeavors may take us, I wish everyone the best of luck. Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2016.
Dr. Smith, would you please join me at the podium for the certification of candidates? Dr. Smith, I hereby certify that these students have successfully completed the course of study at Clear Horizons Early College High School as prescribed by the state of Texas. In addition, they have satisfied all the graduation requirements as stipulated by the Board of Trustees of Clear Creek Independent School District.
Dr. Lemley, I accept your certification and hereby declare these students as graduates of Clear Horizons Early College High School and the Clear Creek Independent School District with all of the pertinent honors, rights, and privileges. Congratulations, students.
To help ensure that every family has the opportunity to hear their student's name, we ask that you refrain from yelling, using air horn, whistles, or noisemakers. Please remain seated for the entire ceremony until after the graduates recess. We appreciate your cooperation. At this time, we are ready to begin the distribution of diplomas.
The valedictorian for the class of 2016, Ella Ashley Robertson. The salutatorian for the class of 2016, Joseph Philip Guntheins. Sebastian Naksu Abernathy Celestial. Ruba Abu Omar. Christopher Ian Kabatingan Adarna. Manal Adnan. Neil Francis Danyoso Albana. Johnny Anthony Alvarez. Silas Francis Anderson. Christopher Joshua Arenas. Mirza Mishtaba Ali Beg. Amanda Renee Bean. Donya Amira Ben Ashur. Alyssa Jordan Benson. Megan Prunavkamor Bakta. Anson Riley Carrion. Connor Wade Clark. Jamie Lou Cochran. Jacob Frederick Cuvion. Jocelyn Julissa Davila. Aaron Anthony De La Fuente. Raji Raju Damani. Davinda Nasanka Dwarmawardana. Alexis Nicole Diaz. Quentin E. Island. Yasmin Hamed El Rashidi. Timothy Lee Escalante. Gerald Sheldon Franklin II. Savannah Autumn Gray.
Lindsay Renee Gumbin. Jordan Nicole Harris Hart. Marty Renee Hathorn. Brittany Maritza Alexis Higgins. Ashley Shay Hollins. Deborah Hudson. Eric Allen Irving. Mohammed Maher Jaoni. Hannah Marie Jones. Jeevan Joseph. Nikhil Joseph. Jaden Colby Krippus. Gabriella Quinn Kamelski. Miko Andrew Torado La Rosa. Akira Ariana Lear. Nina Giselle Amy Lee. Manor Leah Kit. Carla Daniela Lopez. Shireen Abbas Manesh. Lauren Adelaida Martel. Cassidy Morgan Matlock. Brianna Raquel McKenzie. Daniel Ruben Filart Mina. Sarah Zulfikar Momin. Manya Miriam Nazimi. Brittany Janae Nelson. Nancy Wen. Phuc Cao Tien Wen. Rihanna Nowden.
Saul Ernesto Ochoa. George Austin Palacios. Gira Upendra Patel. Serena Nilesh Patel. Juliet Kumari Patterson. Sylvia Ariana Perez. Hanina Din Pham. Ashley Elizabeth Pickart. Tsunami Magnolia Letitia Pinkney. Frank Solomon Rodriguez III. Ryan James Rodriguez. Aaron Christopher Rojas. Trevor Gavin Ruffiner. Jacob Adam Sabel. Ashley K. Sabu. Cynthia Naiku Sedera. Donna Joe Shasha. Rukaya Sheikh. Jamie Lynn Sheehy. Emily Danielle Smallin. Jonah Richard Smith. Kayla Heather Sturdivant. Kudija Nida Syed. Shelby Deanna Tatum. Calvin Mengwong Tai. David Estuardo Torres Gomez. Dylan Vu Tran. Monica Rochelle Trevino. Emily Marie Watlington. Brooke McKay Wood.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is a privilege to introduce the 2016 graduates of Clear Horizon Early College High School. There we go. Graduates, I commend you on earning your high school diploma and associate's degrees. At this time, please move your tassel to the left, signifying that you are now alumni of Clear Horizons Early College High School. Our senior class president, Ms. Jocelyn Davila, will now provide us with some closing thoughts.
Thank you, Dr. Limley. Woo! Class of 2016. This moment seemed so far away when we first entered high school, but here we are. I'd like to say thank you to my Clear Horizons family, and I'm grateful for every encounter I've had with each and every one of you. It's been an honor to serve as your class president. Whew, getting emotional. Our graduation signifies the end of our high school career, but by no means is this the end of our greatness. Every single one of you has a purpose and a gift. The potential within us is limitless. As our class motto, I find the words of Henry David Thoreau ring true. Go confidently in the direction of your dreams. Live the life you imagined. Congratulations, we did it. Please stand and honor the class of 2016 as they recess for the traditional Clear Horizons celebratory hat toss. Thank you.